8 television stars helped define the 1980s, filling living rooms with laughter, warmth, and characters that became part of everyday life. Some were comic geniuses. Others played parents, teachers, judges, or unforgettable friends, but all left a mark that still survives in reruns today. Stay until the final tribute, because the last actor turned a classroom into one of the most memorable sitcom settings of the decade. Before we begin, tell us in the comments which 1980s television star you remember most. Subscribe and activate notifications for more respectful tributes to the performers who shaped generations. Our first tribute is dedicated to John Ritter. To millions of viewers, he will always be Jack Tripper, the good-hearted bachelor at the center of Three's Company. The sitcom began in the late 1970s but remained a major television success into the 1980s, and Ritter's extraordinary physical comedy became its defining element. He could turn a misunderstanding, a nervous glance, or a simple trip across a room into a complete comic performance. Ritter never relied only on slapstick. Behind the falls and frantic reactions was a warmth that made audiences care about Jack even when he created his own problems. After Three's Company ended in 1984, he continued moving between comedy and drama, later finding another successful television family with 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. On the 11th of September 2003, Ritter suddenly became ill while working on that series. He was taken to a hospital where doctors discovered an aortic dissection, a tear in the body's main artery. Emergency treatment could not save him. He died at only 54, 6 days before his birthday. His sudden passing shocked Hollywood because he had been working normally only hours earlier. The second name is Bea Arthur. With her deep voice, dry timing, and ability to deliver a devastating line without raising it, she became one of television's most distinctive performers. After the groundbreaking sitcom Maude, Arthur reached an entirely new audience in 1985 as Dorothy Zbornak on The Golden Girls. Dorothy was intelligent, skeptical, impatient, loyal, and often the only person in the Miami house willing to say what everyone else was thinking. Arthur's chemistry with Betty White, Rue McClanahan, and Estelle Getty turned the series into one of the decade's defining sitcoms. The show also proved that women over 50 could lead a network comedy and attract a massive audience. Bea Arthur died in April 2009 at the age of 86. Her career stretched across Broadway, television, and film, but Dorothy remains one of her most beloved creations. Her sharp delivery made audiences laugh, while the tenderness beneath it gave the character lasting emotional power. Our third tribute honors Estelle Getty. Before The Golden Girls, she had spent decades working in theater without becoming a household name. Then, in her 60s, she was cast as Sophia Petrillo, Dorothy's tiny but fearless mother, and suddenly became one of the most recognizable women on American television. Sophia's stories about Sicily, blunt observations, and complete lack of restraint gave the series some of its biggest laughs. Getty was actually younger than Bea Arthur, who played her daughter, so makeup and costuming were used to transform her into the much older Sophia. The performance earned her an Emmy and a Golden Globe, and proved that success in entertainment does not always arrive early. In her later years, Getty withdrew from acting as her health declined. She died in July 2008 at the age of 84, after years of illness. For fans, Sophia remains impossible to separate from the Golden Girls. Her sharp tongue often caused chaos, but beneath the jokes was a character fiercely devoted to her family. Our fourth tribute is dedicated to Alan Thicke. In 1985, Growing Pains introduced viewers to Dr. Jason Seaver, a psychiatrist who moved his practice home so his wife could return to work. Thicke brought easy humor and warmth to the role, creating one of the decade's most recognizable television fathers. Jason was patient without being perfect. He argued with his children, made mistakes, and often discovered that raising a family required more improvisation than professional psychology. The chemistry between Thicke, Joanna Kearns, Kirk Cameron, Tracy Gold, and Jeremy Miller helped Growing Pains become a major ABC success. Thicke remained active in entertainment long after the series ended, appearing in television, writing music, hosting programs, and frequently joking about his image as America's TV dad. In December 2016, he suffered a medical emergency while playing hockey with his youngest son. He died at the age of 69. The sudden loss brought tributes from generations who had grown up watching the Seaver family. If these stories are bringing back memories, take a moment to subscribe and share this video. Your support helps us continue honoring the performers who made classic television unforgettable. The fifth name is Harry Anderson. Before television fame, Anderson worked as a magician and comedian, using card tricks, confidence games, and an eccentric sense of humor to create a style completely his own. After memorable appearances on Saturday Night Live and Cheers, he was cast in 1984 as Judge Harry T. Stone on Night Court. The character shared many of Anderson's real interests. Harry loved magic, old clothes, strange jokes, and the music of Mel Torme. Inside a chaotic Manhattan courtroom filled with unusual defendants and even stranger employees, Judge Stone became the calm but wonderfully eccentric center of the show. Night Court ran for 9 seasons and earned Anderson 3 Emmy nominations. His ability to make the judge both authoritative and childlike gave the series its unusual heart. Anderson later starred in Dave's World and eventually stepped away from Hollywood to perform magic and enjoy a quieter life. Harry Anderson died at his home in Asheville, North Carolina, in April 2018 at the age of 65. Our 6th tribute remembers Rue McClanahan. As Blanche Devereaux on The Golden Girls, she transformed vanity, romance, and Southern confidence into comedy without turning the character into a caricature. Blanche loved attention, but McClanahan also revealed the insecurity beneath the glamorous surface. Before the series, she had worked with Bea Arthur on Maude and with Betty White on Mama's Family. When The Golden Girls premiered in 1985, the chemistry between the 4 leads was immediate. McClanahan won an Emmy in 1987. She died in June 2010 at 76 after suffering a stroke. Her performance still delights viewers now. Our 7th tribute is dedicated to Bob Saget. In 1987, Full House introduced him as Danny Tanner, a widowed father raising 3 daughters with help from family and friends. Danny's obsession with cleaning, endless advice, and emotional talks made him one of the most recognizable television dads of the era. Away from the family-friendly sitcom, Saget had a much more adult stand-up style, surprising viewers who knew only Danny Tanner. He also hosted America's Funniest Home Videos and later returned for Fuller House. In January 2022, Saget was found dead in a Florida hotel room at 65. Authorities concluded that he died from accidental blunt head trauma, most likely after an unwitnessed fall. Finally, we remember Howard Hesseman. He first became a television favorite as rebellious radio disc jockey Dr. Johnny Fever on WKRP in Cincinnati, carrying the counterculture spirit of the 1970s into the new decade. His dry humor and anti-authority attitude made Johnny one of television's most distinctive DJs. In 1986, Hesseman took another defining role as Charlie Moore on Head of the Class. The former actor turned history teacher encouraged gifted students to look beyond grades and understand the world outside their textbooks. Charlie challenged his students and treated them as complicated young adults. Hesseman died in January 2022 at the age of 81 from complications following colon surgery. His 2 major sitcom roles captured different sides of his personality, the rebellious outsider and the unconventional teacher. Thank you for watching until the end. Tell us which 1980s television star you will never forget. Share this tribute with someone who grew up watching these shows, and subscribe for more respectful stories honoring classic television legend.